Hello everybody, welcome back. This is your friend Trickman01, and what I have for you today is basically a horse timer. You can find out how fast the horse you tamed is. It's great for survival Minecraft. Basically how it works is every 10th of a second an item gets added to this chest while you're while you're racing through from this gate to this gate. So when you race through this gate, it creates a monostable pulse, a one-tick pulse that goes back and forth between these two droppers right here. Basically, each dropper is triggered every 1/5 of a second. So, but it's alternate. So every 10th of a second, one item is going into the chest. So you take the number of items, divide it by 10, and that's how you find out how many seconds it took to go from there to there. So let's give a quick demonstration, and then I'll show you how it works. Alright, so you can start your timers. I found this is pretty accurate. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so it started timing and now it has stopped timing. And it's a 20 block course. You can make it as long as you wanted. So that took us 2.3 seconds. So that's a good first test. It felt like it took about 2.3 seconds. This is actually a fairly slow horse. So now let's try that again. Same way, and it should be a pretty close result. So there we go, we're running through, and 2.3 seconds again. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so now let me show you how this works real quick. Let's go into game mode 1, creative. And basically what happens is the first thing you do is you trigger this tripwire right here, which sends a signal to this monostable circuit. Basically just a sticky piston under a solid block, which goes into this repeater, which starts this clock here. And like I said, every 1/5 of a second, it's basically a 1/10 of a second clock, but every 1/5 of a second, each dropper gets triggered, and every 10th of a second, one dropper or the other is being triggered. So the signal comes around this way, and then when you go through this gate, it lifts up the two wool blocks right there, so it stops the clock. So that's basically all there is to it, really. You can see it's not just used for horses. You could use it for your own sprinting speed to find out the differences between, speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, speed 4, whatever. And it just keeps going until you trigger it to stop, at which point you just take the items in the chest, divide by 10. Divided doesn't look right to me, but I honestly can't remember how to spell it. So we had 111 items in the chest, so basically right around 11 seconds, I think. Not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, this lever's unnecessary, by the way. I was just using that for testing purposes. I'll show you, basically, here's how the redstone works. You trigger it. Comes through this way. Got a repeater on the back, and the reason I have the repeaters behind the wool block in the circuit is because if you had it before, this one would trigger even if it didn't make it all the way around. If you keep it after the wool block, this one won't trigger unless it makes it another 1/10 of a second. And from this side, this is basically the side that lifts up the wool blocks. Doesn't have to be wool, but the solid blocks to stop the timer. Basically all you do here is put a redstone line on top of there, power it with a redstone torch, and tie the tripwire at the end of the track to the redstone torch. And that's really all there is to it. The droppers are facing towards the chest, obviously, but that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your friend Trickman01. Have a great day. Bye bye now.